You can just sniff it in the air. See early signs of spring as the snow melts, hopefully for good. There are little glimpses of color and green after months of brown and gray, but it's still pretty early. Spring is almost here. For most of us, early March may be a bit early to work on the yard or tune up the mower, but it's a great time to plan and prep. Take a look outside the house. See if there's a winter's worth of leaves and debris in the gutters. A safe ladder, a neighbor with a drone, or qualified help can determine where you need to clean out. Pick up sticks and fallen branches. It could even be something for the kids to do, maybe a game. Stash the trash that's collected along fences and tree lines. Really? You're still around? Where there's a heavy accumulation of debris and leaves, rake it out. Clear a path for new growth. There you go. New growth is key now. Let's look at perennials. Clean out leaf debris, for example, around coral belts. Cut off the dead stems or tattered leaves, but leave most of it intact. Ornamental grasses should be cut. Leave an inch or two. The rest grows back better than ever.
These are butterfly bushes, and springtime is the perfect time to cut back your butterfly bushes. You want to take a look. You want to take a look at the base and see if you have any green growth, any new growth coming from the base. And even on this one, we have some coming off of some of the stems, some of the branches. That tells you it's ready to be cut back. You cut it back sharply, and then when it continues to grow, it's going to continue to grow taller and wider than it was the previous year, and butterflies will love you for it.
Now's a good time to trim away many other perennials like coneflowers. Cut the stems and leaves to the ground before they start sprouting new growth. Inside, houseplants need TLC too. They also get a growth spurt with warmer, sunnier weather.
So one thing that you can do is clean off dusty, crusty leaves that have collected through the winter. Using an insecticide or a product with neem oil, spray the leaves. Use a cloth to gently wipe, bring that shine back, get everything nice and clean. Another task that you can complete, just as you would outdoors, is cleaning any dead or yellowing leaves off of your houseplants that maybe you've neglected to do throughout the winter. Some you can just pick if they're dry enough. Others you want to get to the base of the leaf and just trim right at the stem. Spring is also a great time to repot houseplants. You may notice that your plants may seem too big for their pot just by looking at them, or maybe they're not holding the water that you put into them. So you check by just gently pulling your plant out from the pot it's in, and you can see here this root ball is really tight. It's very root bound. So always making sure that you don't go to too big of a pot. We'll go from a 4.5-inch pot to a 6-inch pot. Putting it in here, perfect size. We'll just fill it with some succulent soil.
It's also a good time to trim back most shrubs and some trees, but not all of them. For some, it's best to wait until their blooms fade away. Do more research on a specific plant before you start cutting. Late February through April, it's a great time to get a jump start on spring.